All right, guys, today we're going to talk about a super important technique in motocross called, obviously, jumping. So let's get into it. Now, I want you guys to select a jump that has got a face that is not steep. Super important that the jumps be an easygoing jump. And first, I want you guys to barely get off the ground. Okay, let's get started. The first time you do this, you'll realize, well, wow, man, I feel like I'm going to endo. In fact, you do endo. But if you're just basically taken off the ground, you're basically a few inches off the ground, you're going to endo, and so what? Look at what I'm doing right now. I'm coming off the jump, and I'm already leaning quite a bit forward. On basically my head is past the handlebar, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be ready for when I actually hit that face. Okay. Now you see what happens when I actually hit the face and I'm already forward on the bike. You see my helmet, you see my body weight. You notice that my entire body is in front of the foot peg. You see right there, if you were to draw a line right there at the foot peg, level, and basically a vertical line, right? You would see that my entire body, except my feet, of course, my entire body is in front of the foot peg, at the face, at the takeoff, right? And so because that happens, because your body weight is in front of the foot peg on the takeoff, on the face, then when you do take off, your body will actually go with the bike in a forward motion, as opposed to kind of like, if you will, like kind of like following the bike. When you go to the local track and you see some older gentlemen on a bike, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, all have that same thing going on, is they take off on the jump, and their bodies being pushed backwards, and so they have this whole thing going on with the arms are stretched, and the back is crouched, and they think they've got so much hair, and they did, but it's just, it's almost like, oh boy, man, am I going to make this one? They don't have confidence in the air, because you can't. You can't have confidence in the air when your body is being pulled by the bike. What you want to have is your body pulling the bike, not your bike pulling your body. Now, if you have your weight forward, like I have on this jump, or basically my body is pulling the bike. And if you have your body weight at the foot peg level or behind it, you can try it. You'll see that your body will be pulled by the bike. And when you do that, that's the best way to go sideways, and to just basically have no control in the air, and you're just hoping that everything's going to go well. And you see the pros, look at Chad Reed and all the top guys, and pause the footage on the faces, okay, and you'll see their body weights being forward on the bike, and just, of course, what happens, there you go, the body is pulling the bike, and the bike is not pulling the body. So you can see that I rode that jump, and the bike followed me. Even if the back end was to go sideways, for instance, if I was to scrub it or whatnot, it would be absolutely fine, because my body weight is pulling the bike and not the opposite. All right, I hope you guys had enjoyed this tutorial. We'll see you guys next time, and be safe and practice this one and on small steps. All right, take care.